It's almost noon and I don't think I've done anything productive, but maybe I will dust off my traveling journal from 2016. And look, start journaling again, maybe. Stranger things have happened this year, right? Of course, Guy's been helping because some things never change. What you need? We're not going outside right now, boo. We gotta go pick blueberries. Maybe when we get back, Gabriel will take you, okay? Hey, it's Doris with Aldi Books, and we are headed to the blueberry patch. Fingers crossed it's still open, or, you know, it hasn't been like all picked over. But when we get back, I'm gonna get started on the summer school readathon.
Talking or just right behind me. I didn't hear you.
Well, here we are. They told us just grab baskets and go pick, so I guess they figure we're smart enough to figure this out. I mean, I know how to pick blueberries, but I'm just trying to find the patch. Don't let me get sidetracked by these bees.
You don't want to get sidetracked by them?
Well, I do. I was just being smart.
I was going to go rub the basket in front of them so they all fly away.
Look, that's a nice one. Ooh. That's a nice one. You finding a bunch, babe? Let me see your basket. Ooh, good job. Oh my goodness. Are you full?
Yeah, I think so.
Let me see. Ooh.
Look how far was it, Gabriel?
Go ahead. Good times. Lasai. You better not lose my bookmark, you little stinker. It's my good bookmark from Britta.
It's your good bookmark?
Yep. Little bee, little bee. Oh my goodness. That must be a tasty flower. Oh, wow. I want to see it fly off. Her? Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Okay, there she goes. I wouldn't do that, Guy. Oh, that's a bad idea. I had to pull out last year's bullet journal so I could get some work done. It worked. Hey, so I don't think I ever got around to updating you yesterday on what I'm actually reading at the moment. And since this is a reading vlog, I need to remedy that. So I started Take a Hint, Danny Brown by Talia Hibbert. About 100 pages into that and enjoying it. The guy lead is really delightful. He actually listens and reads romance novels, and one of the scenes in the book is, you know, his audiobook accidentally going off during one of those racy scenes, and, you know, his embarrassment about that, which was ironic because I almost started the book on the way to the blueberry patch yesterday and I just never got around to it. Usually the first few chapters, the first third of a romance novel is okay to listen to, you know, in public, but not this one. Not this one. It opens out of the gate with, you know, awkward audio moments, so be warned. But yeah, really enjoying that one. And then I am reading Svetlana Alexievich, The Unwomanly Face of War, An Oral History of Women in World War II. So this one is an oral history of Soviet women fighting in World War II. So they're not just nurses and working behind the scenes, although they are doing that, but they're actually medics out on the field pulling soldiers out of tanks, working on the tanks as mechanics. They're snipers, they're pilots, they're actually on the front lines fighting in the war. It's very eye-opening. I've mentioned this before, but I really wish that I could read history books from other countries, just to kind of see how history is taught, because history really depends on the lens with which you look at it. It's very enlightening to try to think from other perspectives. Brian from Bookish posted a video in the last few days. He has a series going, and this one was on the way we're taught how slavery was ended. And there's a definite formulaic pattern, especially in the southern U.S., of the causes of the Civil War, what caused the Civil War, what caused slavery to end, all of that. And his video is a completely eye-opening, different perspective. I highly recommend it. I will link it below. And this book is similar with just wars in general and how they're taught, the things that we look at. So there's a paragraph in here that I wanted to read for you because I just find it very eye-opening in that respect. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that now.
What do I want to hear decades later? How things were in Moscow or Stalingrad, descriptions of military operations, the forgotten names of captured heights and hillocks. Do I need stories about the movements of sights and fronts, about advances and retreats, about the number of blown-up troop trains and partisan raids, about all that has already been written in thousands of volumes? No, I am seeking something else. I gather what I could call knowledge of the spirit. I follow the traces of inner life. I make records of the soul. For me, the path of the soul is more important than the event itself. The question of how it was is not so important, or not the most important. It does not come first. What disturbs and frightens me is something else. What happened to human beings? What did human beings see and understand there? About life and death in general? About themselves, finally? I am writing a history of feelings, a history of the soul. Not the history of a war or a state, and not the lives of heroes, but the history of small human beings thrown out of ordinary life into the epic depths of an enormous event, into great history.
Yeah, this book is very different from what you typically get in historical war books. It's not looking at the soundbite facts. It's looking at how people, and especially women, actually lived in the moments of war, and it's quite profound. Oops.
This is an awkward reading angle. My goodness, guy. Whew.
Hey, We're late to see the sunflowers, but I just wanted to report in. I finished a book. Yay! Bees are loving these sunflowers. There's a bumblebee. Don't forget the zinnia, love. Put them in the bucket.
Isn't that where the flowers go down?
It don't matter.
So many little
What did we get? Did we get a shark tooth?
I don't think there's shark tooth in there.
Supposed to be one. In Tennessee. Ooh, look at that one. Nice. Happy llama. That's so cute, baby. Uh-oh. Here comes a baby goat. Want some? Is it tickle?
It does tickle a little bit.
Oh my god. This one's hungry. Oh. Look, that one knows what's going on. Llama. Sitting in a mud puddle. Oh my gosh. They're like Boo Baby. They know that's a good snack. Oh god. Sweet. Look at this baby. This is a peacock. Is that peacock talking? Oh my word.
Is he trying to impress the chickens?
That turkey.
Or no,
Is that a hot turkey? That's what we need to be doing. Chilling under the shade. They know how it's at. Oh, it's babies.
It's a little tiny.
Look, this one looks like Bitty Boo. Boo baby. Ooh, baby. I think you might be 6 foot now.
Think so?
Or a cow, a sheep, a goat, and a pig tall. Where'd it go? Did I get it? Can't see. Fill up the bucket, baby. We'll do it anyway. Is it full?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yay. Ooh, I got a haul. Ooh, the sounds of summer. Birds and weed whackers. You think you gonna get some kisses, Boo? I know that's what you're scoping for. I don't think he's into it right now. Oh. Gonna get a fight. Might be what we're gonna get. No. He's got her leash. So cute. This is so cute. Okay, so actually, I'm supposed to be working on my summer school TBR in this video, which I have not thus far. But, you know, I just finished this one, and I had another Svetlana Alexievich for my social studies prompt, so I am just going to put that back in the Tower of Doom and count the other one for social studies. So, social studies done, and now I want to get caught up. So, obviously, I'm going to go with the graphic novel, Radioactive, from the science category. So these are my other 2 sciences. Oh, I think that's a buddy read that I'm supposed to be starting. Oh well, I'll catch up. First,
A tale of love and fallout.
Oh, I got my first swallowtail. I gotta go outside right away. There it is. Oh. It's a beauty. Oh. So I thought I would share a little bit of Pierre and Marie Curie's romance. I'm enjoying this book. It's got like a very dreamy, intellectual quality about it. So this is from when they first met, and Marie says, upon entering the room, I perceived standing framed by the French window opening on the balcony, a tall young man with auburn hair and large, limpid eyes. I noticed the grave and gentle expression of his face, as well as a certain abandon in his attitude, suggesting the dreamer absorbed in his reflections. We began a conversation, which soon became friendly. So, yeah, they're looking a little more friendly. Moving on, a little more friendly. Let's see. There was something on, oh, that looks even more friendly. Haha. Where was the part I wanted to read? Oh, here it is. This is Marie again. He caught, no, that's not it. Sorry. Okay, I found it. This is Pierre, and it is so romantic. Pierre saw a woman who would not fetter his scientific ambitions, but rather act as collaborator, muse, and guide. Marie says, he caught the habit of speaking to me of his dream of an existence consecrated entirely to scientific research and asked me to share that life. But she had doubts. It was really beautiful. I kid, but I'm really enjoying it. It's lovely. Lovely. Who doesn't want to find someone that intellectually stimulates them, right? So, I'll keep you posted. Hey, so I am just running down the road to get a Coke because there's none in the house, apparently. I thought I wasn't gonna drink any this month, and I was grossly mistaken. But anyway, this book was so good. Oh, I loved it. Much thanks to whoever it was who recommended it to me. It was like sometime last year, but really, I do appreciate it. Like, look at this. Look at this. Oh my goodness. So this was after Marie Curie was named professor of the university where her husband had just passed away from an accident, and she took over his position, the first female professor in 650 years. And she says, I have been named to your chair, to her husband's chair, his position. And there have been some imbeciles to congratulate me on it. They had a beautiful, beautiful life together that ended too quickly. And this one cracks me up. This reminds me of Greg from Supposedly Fun. Not necessarily a picture, but this sentence here, listen to this. This is for you, Greg. Paul, I don't know his name. Paul Langevin was tall with a thriving mustache. Oh, that's just such a charming combination of words, a thriving mustache. And then look at this one. Look. at that table of scientists. I mean, and to think they wanted to take away her second Nobel Prize, the first person in history to get to, because of her personal life. Oh my gosh, but highly recommend this. Yeah.
Do you need to go in the house before I leave? Man, somebody needs to wash that.
I'm back. That didn't take long, did it? So, I think I'm gonna sign off here. I've got Science and Social Studies finished of my summer school readathon challenge, and I think in the next vlog I'll tackle, you know, probably math and English. But right now I need to go get my steps in. Boo wants to go for a walk. I might color the hair. It's getting a little dusty. Y'all don't need to see any of that. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.